Thank you very much, Mr. Amit Gun. It is
Thank you,
indeed
sir.
a pleasure to be with such an eminent panel
Thank
where
you, sir.
technocrats are there, academicians are there, businessmen are there, and policymakers are there. Everybody is there. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure also. Thank you, sir.
Indeed, it is one of the most important topic which need to be discussed by different stakeholders. And I am happy that we all are here. I am not neither an owner of a MSME nor an expert on this subject. But definitely there are many things which need to be addressed by educational institutions also. I'm happy that Mr. Anil Khaitan, in a very detailed manner, he discussed about the financial challenges, policies, and what should be done. Mr. Nath also mentioned about and how it can be supported and how they are supporting about it. And I'm happy to listen to Professor Bhattacharya. I must congratulate him and the efforts IIT Kanpur is doing. This is a wonderful initiative. And in the end, he said that other institutions must do it. Yes, this is exactly what has to happen. If we look at the details, you all know about that more than 6 crore MSMEs are there in this country. And the contribution is more than 30% in the GDP. It means it is one of the most important sector which need to be addressed. If we look at the number of people, those who are working in these MSMEs, it is quite big, large number. So when we look at the challenges, Professor Bhattacharya was mentioning about the challenges, that what challenges they found during this pandemic time. And with this revised definition, definitely now 98, 99% of our companies in India, they fall under this category of MSME. So the challenges are finance related challenges. We already discussed about it. Marketing and managerial related challenges, what Professor Bhattacharya was also telling about human resource related challenges and how organizations are working. Labor related challenges definitely are there. Competition related challenges, and the most important, technology related challenges. When I was listening to Professor Bhattacharya, so definitely when MSMEs or SMEs, those who are working in a very secured environment of those who have been incubed by IIT, definitely, and even if they have challenges, then we can understand that what challenges all those MSMEs are having, those who are working in neither in a chain nor in a very organized way, but independent entrepreneurs are working there. In Atmanirbhar Bharat, Honorable Prime Minister, when he was speaking, so he mentioned 5 I's. We all know about that. The first I, what he was talking about was intent. And when we look at the all decisions, what have been taken, new definitions, measures, what have been taken, it definitely says that yes, intent is there. But with the intent, inclusion is required. And that inclusion needs awareness, what Mr. Khaitan was mentioning. And then investment. Fine, government has come up with some schemes, and people like Mr. Nath and many other companies, they are trying to provide investment and money to the people around. But investment, a large investment is needed. Investment in social infrastructure is also needed, because the fourth one is infrastructure. It is not necessary that one MSME or SME will have their infrastructure, but we need a social infrastructure also along with around that MSME ecosystem so that they can work. And the last and the most important for me is innovation. We have with us today, and I'm sure he will be speaking on that, Dr. Ramanathan, who was chairing and who was mission director of this Atal Innovation Mission, the founder director indeed. So innovation, if we look at what innovation we are doing in this ecosystem, this is what I believe that educational institutions, research institutions, we all have to talk about it. In agro, like agro MSME policy came, fine, but in agriculture, are we really tech savvy? Are we really digital agriculture we are talking about? We are having a center in our university on agri-informatics, Center for Agri-Informatics, which is chaired by a technocrat, a former Director General of NIC. But we know that in last many years, we are working in that direction, but we are the only one who is working. When we talk, people say, oh, yes, fine, you are working. We want MSME to come around that. We want to address this, that agro MSME policy, if it has come, so it has to be worked into. If we look at Honorable Prime Minister spoke a few months back about ease of doing business, and very nicely he used all 5 vowels of English language when he said that it, as in English, A, E, I, O, U is important. The same way he gave 5 words that they are important for doing business, to be successful in business. And I personally feel that in today's challenging scenario, our MSME also need to listen to that. A was adaptability. You know, generally what happens that when I'm doing good, I refuse to adopt. I refuse to any new change. I say, oh, I'm doing fine, why I should worry? So adaptability was the first. Efficiency. Scalability we all wish, but we do not wish to enhance our efficiency on that. We do not wish to work. Inclusivity. I hail from district Saharanpur of Uttar Pradesh, which is known for wood carving industry. One of our universities in Meerut, which is known for handloom as well as sports industry. And I have seen that during this last 1 year, more than a year, how they have suffered. Because inclusivity is not there, neither in our culture, nor in our business ethics, nor the way we all should work together. In isolation, we all trying to work. O was opportunity. When opportunities are there, we generally close our eyes. And U was the universalism. We do not look at the world. We are happy in our own world. And this is exactly, I believe, what needs to be done. And today in knowledge-centric economy, universities, institutions, they have to play a very important role. Because it is fine that delivery of knowledge was happening, creation of knowledge, we say, dissemination of knowledge, we say, integration of knowledge, we talk about, but knowledge transfer has to be there. And I am happy that IIT is doing that. And I'm happy to mention here, even Shobit University, with all our limitations, we are also trying to do that with our local MSMEs, local small industries. Hand-holding we are trying to do by transferring knowledge to them, by giving skills to them. Universities have to do skill development for the human resource. And they have to get involved in the economic growth of the country, of the society. You know, generally, what is the challenge? We have a wealth, we have infrastructure, we have a possibility of doing R&D. But our R&D is generally focused to have a wonderful research paper with high impact factor. We believe in that because the system has become such that you don't worry about the society, you worry about you. At Shobit University, what system we have adopted that any researcher who is doing any research paper is coming, we ask, okay, fine, your impact factor is fine. But what is the social impact of your research? That is the most important thing, what we wish to know. Because being a university is a privilege in this country, anywhere in the world. And it gives you a lot of responsibilities also. And especially universities, those who are self-funded universities, we have to create that. I am advocating from last many years, and every minister, whosoever is there, I try to meet and convince them, education minister as well as MSME minister, both of them. I am telling that let the universities develop, and every higher education institution should have one SEIZ. We all know about SEZ, special economic zones. Wherever there is a crisis and a special economic zone is developed by the government. I'm telling, let the CSR money come to the universities, institutions. And what is this SEIZ all about? This is a skill, entrepreneurship, innovation zone, which will be linked with the local industry, small scale industry, medium industry, micro industry, and it will be linked to the schools, colleges. It will create that knowledge transfer will happen. All those ideas, whatever ideas will be there, we will do incubation of the ideas and we will support and do handholding. At Shobhit, we have a small one. Because Professor Bhattacharya is here and he must be aware, there was a report of Harvard University which says that optimum utilization of higher education infrastructure globally is around 30%. Rest time it is not either used, optimum utilization is not happening, or they are lying idle. So what we are doing, I am advocating, and on this platform also I would like to mention that with 1,000+ universities and 50,000+ other higher education institutions, without investing much, we can have 60,000 SEIZ. And these SEIZ can become R&D centers for MSME of the local area. They can become knowledge transfer organizations for them. They can support them in developing the skills, and they can do hand-holding, and definitely entrepreneurship will start from there. When I look at the incubation centers, we also have a technology business incubator funded by Ministry of MSME. Like where we are working with the sugarcane industry, and we are trying to create some more employment and new innovation we are trying to do. But still challenges are there. And why these challenges are there? Like when the world talks about academia industry interface has to happen, we forget about our MSMEs. The moment if you will give me an opportunity to sign one MOU, I will say, let me sign with some MNC, not MSME. And this mindset has to be changed. At Shobhit University, we have signed our first MOU with IIA. This is a body, Indian Industries Association, having 5,000+ SMEs in their organization, and basically based in Uttar Pradesh. We are telling them, okay, whatever you need, come to us. We may not have that capacity, but we will ensure that whosoever is having a capacity, we will develop a knowledge grid for you through our own network, and wherever, whatever you need, we will try to provide. Everybody is talking about finance. Okay, fine. Whatever finance you will give, if it is not used properly, if it is not integrated with technology, if your digitalization is not happening, if innovation as per the need of the hour is not happening, then nothing is going to happen. And one more thing, what I would like to mention, generally we do not feel, I was reading a report today only of one of my colleagues who is a professor in Oregon State University. Earlier he was serving Shobhit University. Like today we all are talking about net zero, sustainable development, net zero emission, and all those things. Now the challenge with India is more with new definitions. If 90% of our industry is under this category, we have to start thinking and talking about that also. Because then only we will be able to create that ecosystem, that environment, which is actually needed. And these challenges, why we are facing more? Because we never thought, we never decided, we never were ready to have those challenges in us. We were never adaptive to any new technology. As universities, we can do a lot of things. There are so many institutions, wonderful institutions. They can handhold at least 1, 2, 3 this SME neighborhood. I believe this is also need to be discussed at national level. Thank you very much, Mr. Goon, that you invited me today. I'm indeed a pleasure for me. It's a learning session for me, and I'm taking this opportunity again to repeat that if we have 60,000 SEIZ, which does not need much money, just a hand-holding from bigger companies, maybe their CSR money, or the local support we have, then we can definitely bring some change, a positive change, and impact will be there in our SMEs, those who are the backbone of Indian economic system. Thank you very much.
Shobhit University, empowering nation through education.